Hey everybody, welcome to Success Wisdom and I'm Venki here. Today we are going to see the book review of 0 to 1. We are living in the greatest era for entrepreneurship. Every other person you meet want to become an entrepreneur. They want to become a CEO, build a billion-dollar big company. The dreams, they are great. But the real problem is, even though the government bodies, your organization, colleges, everyone is supporting you, but the real entrepreneurship game is tough. It's not that easy. In India alone, there are 4 startups started each day. Each day, 4 startups, 4 new startups. But 98% of these startups fail within a year. 98% within a year. But why such a drastic fall in the level of success? Because entrepreneurship is very, very tough and it's a strategy game. And this book will completely redefine your concept and mindset for entrepreneurship and startup. If you read this book and if you're trying to make $1 billion with startup, once you read this book, your mindset will completely change and you will be like, should you or shouldn't you start a startup? That is the mindset that you will acquire, because all your convictions and beliefs towards a startup will completely be challenged and redefined by Peter Thiel, the author of this book. From this book, we will be seeing 6 main topics, 6 main points which will help you to start your entrepreneurship game and how can you excel in your business. So before we get into the book, let us know something about the author of this book. The author of this book is Peter Thiel. He is an American entrepreneur, venture capitalist and philanthropist. He is the co-founder of PayPal and Palantir, early investor of Facebook and the board member of Facebook as well. And at the same time, he is a partner of Y Combinator. Now, he has given a great book of which we will be seeing 6 main points of which you can use in your business. The first, always go for vertical progression. Now, what does that mean? Imagine you're trying to start a new business. There will be same kind of business ago. Some people will be doing it in for decades, some for years, and there are some startups as well. Now, when you enter in such a market, that is horizontal progression. There are already 10 companies which are doing it. You are just 11th company, n plus 1, horizontal progression. What this book suggests is always go for vertical progression, 0 to 1. So what is vertical progression? When you build a company in such a way that no other person can copy, or you are making a completely new product which will completely change the market overall. Now that's vertical progression from 0 to 1. Horizontal progression 1 to n and vertical progression 0 to 1. Horizontal progression is known as globalization. You make a product, you sell it in this market, you take it to another market, you sell it over there. Now that's globalization, scaling of your company. And vertical progression is technology, a completely new piece of technology which will break through the market and be the king for decades to come. A very great example, iPhone. That break through the market of what all the features phone can't do. That is the reason this went for a huge market, and still after 10 years, iPhone still remains the king of the market. Now, the second point, build a monopolistic company. So, when you are making a company or when you're building a company which makes this vertical progression, that's monopolistic company. And if you are trying to make a company which makes horizontal progression, then that's perfect competition. These people, the perfect competition people, always fight with each other, with other companies which are making similar products like them in terms of quality, price, sales, marketing and many other stuff. But these monopolistic companies, they create a market of their own. What they set is their price, because these people or these companies are the only companies which are making it. A great example, Google. Yes, there are many search engines by Yahoo, by Microsoft, like Bing and all, but Google still remains first in the market. Google is such a company which specifically is for search engines, but it went through all the other markets as well. And still now that remains as a monopolistic company. Whatever it decides, that is the price, because it's a monopolistic company and it remains as the king of the market. The another example for horizontal progression are airlines. Now these people, even though they have pushed billions of dollars into their business, they're hardly making any money, because competitive prices because of the other competitors. They have to reduce the price. At the same time, they have to increase the sales, get more customers. In these things, they get so jumbled up that they forget to build a monopolistic company. So this is what a monopolistic company is. Make a vertical progression, go from 0 to 1, and perfect competition companies go for horizontal progression, 1 to n. Now, the third big point, build a niche market. Now, whenever you enter a new market, if the market is huge and you are like, oh my God, it's a huge market. If we go, there are tons of opportunities we can break through. Calm down. It's fine. It's a huge market. It has lots of opportunities, but at the same time, it has a huge amount of competition as well. And there are people who have been in this business for decades. They know many things, many more things as compared to you. You are just a newbie for this market. So whenever you enter a market, target a niche market where no one is seeing that market, enter into the market and create a brand for yourself. So when you create a niche market, you will be the king of the market. Whenever the market comes in the customer's mind, your brand should be the first name into their brains. So this is how it works. Enter into a niche market and then expand, diversify. Take an example of Amazon. Amazon today is the world's biggest e-commerce website. But when it only started with books, selling books online. And then it expanded. It went to selling CDs, other accessories, electronics, and slow by slow, step by step increments, after 20 years, it achieved the mark of what it had the longest vision. After 20 years, now today is the best company, one of the best companies ever. So enter into a niche market, break through the market and create a brand for yourself. Now, the fourth point from the book is always build a product which is non-replicable. Whenever you build a product, make it something great and something in such a way that your competitors can't copy it. If they take your product, they make it, add some more features, and before you get into the market, if they get into the market and if they scale it, you are out. You are out of the game. Yes, there are many things like patents and trademarks which will help you. But by default, build your product in such a way so that you don't even need it. Google's search algorithm. It is such a perfect program that it gets you everything much better, much faster, much accurate as compared to other search engines. And that is what made Google the best search engine. So create a product in such a way. It should be non-replicable, it should be great, and at the same time from the consumer end of view, it should be simple to use. And now the fifth point, crush your competition or merge with them. Whenever you build a product, and if there is a huge company already in the market and if they start making what you are doing, you will have a great competition from them because they have already acquired the market, they have more money power than you and they have more manpower than you. So when such a situation arises, it is always good to merge with them. When you merge with that particular companies together, you can make a much better product for the customers and make more profit. Or if you decide to get into the war, my friends, war is a lousy business. You will lose if you don't have that much amount of money, manpower, the team and the distribution channels. If you don't have that, in the long term, you are going to lose because they've been in the game for decades and you are a newbie, as I just told you earlier. And the sixth and the most important point, build a great core team. The team which is with you from the beginning of the startup till the end of the startup is very important. Every member of the team should have only one role so that they can perform that particular role very well. If it is a CFO, Chief Financial Officer, they should be given only the work of finance. And if it is CTO, Chief Technology Officer, everything related to technology, only technology should be given to them. So when you separate this work and specifically give those particular work to that particular members, it becomes easy for them. These members should have that particular skills which you lack. What I mean is, if there are 6 members in a team, every other member should know what you don't know. If you are good in marketing, they should be good in sales. If you are good in sales, they should be good in making products. If you know how to make great products, but if you don't know how to sell, in business, everything is important. Making a great product, a great marketing strategy and sales, and after customer service as well. Everything is important. So these members should have that particular qualities which you lack. So that is when the complete team will be a very strong team, and this team is going to be with you. So whenever you hire the core team, be sure you get the best people and the most compatible and adaptable people. They should not be only great, but at the same time they should adapt to work with your working environment and your team as well. So build a great core team. Now let's recap of all the 6 points which we saw from the book today. Now let's recap of all the 6 points which we got from the book. The first, always go for vertical progression. Second, build a monopolistic company. Third, enter into a niche market and then rule the market. Fourth, build a great product which is not replicable. Fifth, crush your competition or merge with them. And sixth, build a great core team. If you are taking notes about these 6 points, just don't worry, we got a complete new blog for this. I'll put the link in the description below. And if you want to buy this book, if you want to become an entrepreneur and you are ready to make the leap, you can get the book at a best price. I'll leave the link in the description below. Just don't worry about that. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and most importantly, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We are building a community of like-minded people who wants to become successful and put a ding in the universe. So subscribe to this channel to remain updated, and meet you with another video with another book review and vlog. Thank you so much and have a great day.